Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your psychic crystal reading for the new moon in Scorpio, November 18th, 2017. I'm going to look into my crystal and get messages and predictions for you from my spirit guides for the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So the first element I'm going to look into is Earth: Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Wow, some of you earth signs may feel like you're dealing with a hullabaloo, like a lot of things come at you and things you have to deal with and sort out. Could be a jumble of like information, complications, weeding through, sorting through paperwork or rhetoric or bureaucracy. It's like having to sort through an awful lot of things for some of the earth signs. I feel that some of you earth signs are going to be relinquishing your fears and giving up something. You know how, like, I think in the Catholic religion, it might even be in the I'm not well versed in all the religions, but I believe in Christianity, like giving up something for Lent, right? I know it's not Lent. That's, near Easter, right? Well, this is, some of you earth signs may get over some fears and give up something that maybe you didn't think you could give up. I don't know what that's going to be for you. Maybe it's coffee. Maybe you're addicted to coffee or sugar. Or smoking cigarettes, or some kind of prescription medication you need, and you feel like, I'm afraid I can't give it up, or a relationship. So some of you are going to be giving up something, and giving up your fears about giving it up as well, some of you earth signs. Some of you earth signs may actually receive a prize. You may win a prize in a contest. Maybe you entered some kind of drawing. Could be Publishers Clearinghouse. It could be some internet contest. It could be a local drawing where you bought, raffle tickets and you're going to win something. But I feel some, not all, some of you earth signs may very likely win a prize while this new moon in Scorpio. Some of you may want to work on judicious behavior and your people skills. I'm not saying you don't have good people skills, and I'm not saying you don't have judicious behavior. But for some reason, this new moon in Scorpio may kick up where you need to be cognizant of that and aware of it and focus on it, because you may not behave in that manner, right? So you have to just think on that. You also may be giving out a lot of projects and plans and directions and instructions for other people to do. So if you're in a managerial position at work or within your family, you may be like, okay, here's a roster of all these new jobs, and you need to do this, and now I need you to do that, and you need to do this over here. That comes up here. So it's like maybe you are a manager and a supervisor anyway, but I feel that's really going to be heightened for you earth signs, some of you earth signs. This may also be a time of discovery for many of you earth signs, where you will be trying out new things. Maybe you're going to try new cuisines that you've never tried from other countries. Maybe there's certain foods or certain countries' foods you're like shied away from or afraid to try. It could even be maybe you're going to date somebody new. Like, it's totally not like the kind of person when on the outside that you would normally go for. Maybe you're going to date somebody new. So trying new things, whatever it is, maybe it's a new hair color, maybe it's new clothing, shopping in a new store. But trying new things in whatever way, in many different ways, comes up for you earth signs. So now I'm going to look into the element of water. This would be Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios. Some of you are going to feel very compelled to do things for a just cause, or the moves and decisions you make will be based on like just cause for why you're doing them. I know that maybe is a little confusing, so you need to think about how that makes sense for you. Some of you water signs are going to be working out the kinks and bugs in anything that you're working on. Maybe it's a computer program. Maybe it's something you're making or doing for school, or something you have to do for work. Or maybe you're working on a car, or rebuilding a house, or a room, or a project you're on. You're going to work out the kinks and the bugs from this energy in this new moon in Scorpio. I'm sorry if my computer keeps freezing up. I have no idea what's going on with it, but it's been acting up. So Mercury must be doing something, because it's been acting up for a week. Some of you water signs are going to get noticed and recognized, maybe even by a talent scout or an agent or somebody at your place of business or your school, where you're getting recognized for something you've done and getting some kind of acknowledgement, some kind of recognition comes up for some of you water signs. This isn't funny. I am laughing, but it's not funny. Some of you may feel like you're feeling really bloated. Be cautious of what you eat and drink during this new moon, because I feel some of you may feel like you need to take Tums, or you may feel bloated. So it could have something to do with what you're drinking or eating. If you know that there's something that creates that in you, like sometimes people get that from eating ice cream, eating dairy, asparagus can do it, sometimes broccoli. I don't know, it's different for everybody. You may find yourself having that kind of issue, bloating or trouble with your digestive system. I feel that some of you, if you have felt like you were swimming in troubled waters, I get that there's like an easement here, or a relief for some of you about, like, if any situations at work or at home had been tenuous or like tense or complicated. I feel this new moon may, for some of you water signs, not necessarily all, well, you'll feel a sense of like relief from that those tensions. Some of you may take some kind of new course of study, or get a book, or start researching on the internet something that would be like advancing advancing your development in something, advancing your education, advancing your knowledge in something. Some of you could be taking a class for it. Some of you could be doing it on the internet on your own. It could be just a seminar that you attend one day. Sorry, my nose is really itching me. I'm having weird things happen during this reading. I apologize. Some of you water signs may be very inspired to clean out the gutters, take out trash, clean out garages, go through attics, because I keep seeing like trash going to the curb. And for some of you, it's going to be trash, or it's going to be leaves clogging up your gutter, or cutting down brush in your yard that needs to go out. But I see a lot of you water signs doing that kind of activity on November 18th when the new moon is in Scorpio. So now I'm going to look into the fire signs, the element of fire. This would be the Leos, Aries, and Sagittarians, sun sign, rising sign, and moon signs. I feel that some of you fire signs are going to feel frustrated, like you can't get things done, a little agitated, like you keep getting stumbling blocks, or things keep getting in the way, or delayed, or agitated by this new moon in Scorpio. Some of you may feel like you want to pull out all the stops and get elected for something. So if there's any kind of board you can run for, or position like where people have to vote, I feel that some of you you're going to get involved in something like that. Like, I'm going to run for the head of, or the president of this club, or treasurer, or, secretary, or vice president, or, but it feels like it could be at a group you belong to, a club, an organization, a team even. Many of you fire signs are going to feel like you're developing something, like you're building bridges, you're building something up, building an empire, building bridges between things. So you're building things up, comes up with this energy of this new moon in Scorpio. I feel some of you fire signs are going to be like wanting to get down to the nitty-gritty details of stuff. Like, you may be going through documents, papers, sorting papers, looking at bank statements, financial reports, financial statements, old documents, weeding through papers. You could be looking for something, but it's like also like to organize it, to get rid of some, to find stuff. Like, I see that very strongly for some of you fire signs with the energy of this new moon in Scorpio. Some of you may have to deal with taking something to the government to get finalization. Like, if the government, and it could be local government, this doesn't have to mean federal government or state government, it could be, but like to get a stamp of approval. Maybe you need something notarized, or you need to have a permit, or the government, a local government or state or whatever, has to approve of something. Maybe it's to do with immigration even. But that energy is also circling around the fire signs from this new moon in Scorpio. Some of you, your family may be creating drama, and you could feel like you want to take a step back or get in the back seat to get away from any family drama that is kicking up. So some of you fire signs may see family drama kick up with this new moon in Scorpio. Some of you fire signs really need to rest, because I feel like you may feel like you're burning out. Like, maybe your energy is going to feel all burnt up, like you're using a lot of energy, especially those of you that are digging through documents, papers, getting down and dirty to the nitty-gritty of stuff. And, maybe you're even like ripping out sheetrock and looking at the walls behind it, and you're taking out insulation. I mean, some of you could be doing that. But I feel that some of you fire signs that are doing those kind of activities I described, either the documents or ripping out of walls or tearing things out or getting into the corners of garages and pulling out planks and looking at stuff, you're going to feel burnt out, so you need to rest. So now I'm going to look into the element of water. This is going to be the Aquarians, the Geminis, and Libras. Some of you air signs are going to feel jazzed up emotionally speaking, like your emotions are getting jazzed up. Some of you air signs are going to expose the truth, or you are going to be agitated and you're going to look at somebody and you're like, you know what? Something keeps itching my nose. It's driving me crazy. I feel like you're going to tell the truth to somebody or something, and it's going to be exposing quite a lot. So like truth telling, revealing information. Some of you air signs may feel feverish. It could be like a passing thing. I'm not saying you're getting super ill or anything, but I do pick up some of the air signs feeling a bit feverish when the new moon is in Scorpio. Sorry, my computer keeps glitching. I can see it doing it, but I can't make it stop it. So bear with me here. I see some of you air signs doing something differently, where you're going to be flipping something around. Now, maybe you're going to flip a house if you bought a house and you're going to renovate it, fix it up, and flip it. Or it could be flipping around your opinion about something, or flipping around the way you normally go about doing things. You could be flipping something around that way also. I do feel some of you are going to have a lot to say during this new moon, and it's like anything that's been bottled up or pent up inside of you, I feel like you're going to release it. That's come up again. So the air signs are going to have a lot to say when this new moon is in Scorpio. Some of the air signs. Some of you may have an attraction to someone during this new moon in Scorpio that's off the charts. So if you're single, you might meet somebody that you're like, who's that? Wow, who are they? I see some of you air signs thinking that and feeling that way. I do feel that some of you air signs are going to feel like you've won something or you've succeeded in some positive way here with this new moon in Scorpio. But the energy that prevails, I don't know if it prevailed for all the elements, but definitely for the air signs, no holds barred in your emotions, in your emotional responses, and in your feelings. Like all of that is like, you're going to be, I don't know that I want to say you're affected the strongest, because all of the signs got affected strongly, but you're having like an emotional reaction to this new moon in Scorpio. Some of you air signs may also be giving over documentation to someone, like a lawyer, an accountant, a judge, a boss. Some of you air signs may also be giving something of value over to someone in your family, like passing on an heirloom of some sort. Or if you find something that's been lost, either by somebody you care about or you, that also kicks up. So you may actually find something. It could be a document, it could be money, it could be an object that's an antique or something that belonged to somebody else that's been lost. But I see whatever it is, air signs, it's like you're giving it to someone. I don't feel like whatever you find you're keeping, you're giving it to someone. So you just have to see how it plays out. That was kind of interesting, and I have no idea why my nose itched. Now it doesn't. It itched the entire time I did this reading. So I apologize for that, and I apologize for my computer doing weird glitchy stoppy things. I don't know. Again, Mercury was probably doing something, because this computer rarely does that. So I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate it. Please do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get the crystal reading for your specific sign, where I look into your sign and get messages and predictions from my spirit guides, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for November 2017 psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You can also go to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, click on the videos tab on my menu, go to the drop down menu on the videos tab, which I believe it's page 11, and look for the heading for November 2017 Psychic Crystal Readings for each sign of the zodiac. You click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, if you would like to get the special videos I recorded this month of November for Jupiter in Scorpio for your specific zodiac sign, you can also access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the other link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. Or you can go to my website again, www.theluckymermaid.com, click on the videos tab on the menu, and it's either going to be on the bottom of page 11 or on the top of page 12, where you will see the Jupiter in Scorpio predictions and messages for each sign of the zodiac. It's a 3-card tarot reading plus the crystal. They're 20-minute readings, so they're pretty detailed. and you can click on your sign, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. So I hope you have an outstanding month of November, and the energies of this new moon in Scorpio on November 18th, 2017. I wish all of you many blessings and peace.
Please check out my other videos that I'm posting to my YouTube channel, The Psychic Pastry Chef, where I'll show you how to make great cakes, desserts, and pastries you can make at home, and I'll give you psychic predictions for each sign of the zodiac throughout the video. I hope you enjoy them, and please be sure to check out the other special videos I'm recording for my Psychic Pastry Chef Vimeo On Demand channel. Thanks for watching.